Hello there, my name is Richard McMahon and I am the world's leading job interview coach. In this training session, I will teach you how to answer the top 7 interview questions. These questions come up during 99% of interviews. So if you are applying for any job with any company, make sure you stay tuned. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Passing job interviews is a life skill you need to learn. It will definitely help you get the highest salary possible. Please give the video a like and tell me the name of the job you are being interviewed for in the comment section below the video, and I will give you some extra tips to help you pass. Okay, let's start working through my top 7 most common interview questions, tips, and brilliant answers. Here we go. The first question that will come up at your job interview is going to be, tell me about yourself. It is imperative you give a confident answer to create a good first impression with the hiring manager and to also demonstrate communication skills. Now, when you answer the question, tell me about yourself, I recommend you use my SEAT structure, S-E-A-T. And you can easily remember this structure for tell me about yourself because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. So here's what you should talk about in your answer to tell me about yourself. S stands for the skills you have that match the job description. Make sure you read the job description before your interview. E stands for your education background, so you can talk about the schools or colleges attended, the subjects studied and the grades attained, and also any experience you have that will be of benefit to the company. So once you have spoken about your skills, education background and experience, you will then move on to A, which is your achievements. Talk about any significant achievements you have gained in your life so far. These achievements can come from either your personal life or, better still, any previous job roles. And then finally, T stands for the type of person you are and what you are going to do in the role to add value to their company. So when answering the question, tell me about yourself, make sure you use my brilliant SEAT structure. Okay, here is a brilliant answer to the question, tell me about yourself, that uses the SEAT structure. This answer will definitely score highly with any hiring manager. Make sure you write this down and practice it before your interview. Here we go. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Before applying for the position, I studied the job description carefully, and I am confident that I have the skills to meet the role's demands. I am a dynamic, fast-working and productive team player who works with passion and enthusiasm. My problem-solving capabilities will ensure I add value to your company. I graduated from college with qualifications in subjects that will be useful for this industry, and I have experience collaborating on time-sensitive projects, delivering excellent customer service, and responding to urgent requests from my manager. I am a high achiever. In my last job, I delivered outstanding customer service and volunteered to help train new co-workers whenever they joined the organisation. I am a positive person who embraces change and supports my employer in new initiatives. If you hire me, I will be a great role model for the company brand, flexible in my duties, and take ownership of complex problems. Interview question number 2 that comes up all the time in interviews is, why do you want this job? Before I give you my brilliant example answer, let me give you my pro tip. Now, I recommend you give 3 reasons why you want the job. One of those reasons should be because the job is with their company. The majority of candidates will give just one reason why they want the job, so giving 3 reasons helps you stand out. Here is the perfect answer again for you to write down and practice. Why do you want this job? I want this job for 3 reasons. The first reason is that my skills, experience and knowledge make me an excellent match for the position. This means I can come into the role and have an immediate and positive impact. The second reason I want this job is because the work is something I really enjoy. We spend a lot of time at work, and I want that time to be used in a role where I can see the difference my work is making to my employer. Finally, the third reason I want this job is that it is with your company. You are an industry leader, you support your employees, and you offer training courses to help everyone on the team develop professionally and reach their full potential. Interview question number 3 is going to be, why do you want to leave your current job? Here is my pro tip for giving the perfect answer. Now, the majority of candidates respond to this question by saying, I want to leave my current job because there is a toxic work environment. Do not say anything negative about your current or former employers, co-workers or bosses. If you are negative in any way, the hiring manager might think it's you who has the problem and they won't offer you the job. So here is my brilliant example answer to that question, why do you want to leave your current job, that will definitely grab the attention of the hiring manager. Here we go. Why do you want to leave your current job? My employer has been fantastic to work for, and we have achieved many great things while I have been there. However, I am now ready to leave because I have reached my full potential in my position. I want to work for your company in this role where my skills and qualities will be pushed further and I can collaborate on new and exciting projects with talented people. I will leave my current employer on favourable terms and appreciate the opportunity they gave me. Job interview question number 4 is, what are your greatest strengths? Here is my pro tip for giving the perfect answer. Now, I recommend you give 5 strengths in your answer. And it is important to make sure your strengths are going to add value to the company. Do not say, my greatest strengths are I am a hard worker and a good team worker. Those strengths are not strong enough. In a second, I will tell you the best strengths to give in your answer. But my second tip is to make sure you match your strengths with those listed on the job description. That is why it is essential you read that important document before your interview. So let me now give you the perfect answer to the question, what are your greatest strengths, that will definitely impress the hiring manager. Here we go. What are your greatest strengths? I have 5 strengths that will be attractive to your company. My first strength is I am a quick learner and a fast worker. I will get up to speed quickly in the role and make a positive difference to my team. My second strength is I am a supportive collaborator. I will be friendly and upbeat and work hard to achieve my team's objectives. My third strength is that I am flexible in my job description. I will willingly carry out tasks outside my job description to give you a great return on my salary. My fourth strength is that I am supportive of change. I will help the company try out new initiatives and encourage other team members to do the same. Finally, my fifth strength is that I am a confident problem solver. Whenever problems occur, I will take ownership of them to achieve a successful outcome. That is a brilliant answer, and those 5 strengths will definitely be attractive to any hiring manager. Now, usually the next interview question that comes up is, what is your biggest weakness? If you want to know what the best weaknesses are for job interviews, you can watch that video by clicking the link in the top right-hand corner of this video at any time. Interview question number 5 is one where lots of people fail their interviews on. The question is, how would you deal with a conflict with a coworker? Now, we all experience conflict with coworkers in the workplace from time to time, but this question is assessing how you deal with it. Do not say, I would inform my manager about the conflict so they could help resolve it. If you say that, you will probably fail your interview. Here is my pro tip for giving the perfect answer. Make sure you tell the hiring manager that you would take ownership of the conflict to achieve a successful resolution. If you say that in your answer, it will definitely help you pass. So here is the perfect scripted response to this difficult question that will definitely get you the highest scores possible. How would you deal with a conflict with a coworker? Whenever dealing with conflict with a coworker, I will do 3 things. First, I will assess my words and actions to ensure that I am not contributing negatively to the situation. Next, I will meet my coworker privately to ask them how they feel about the conflict and to get their views on why it has occurred. Finally, number 3, I will hold open and honest conversations with my coworker to find an amicable way forward that benefits the team. Interview question number 6 is, what is your greatest achievement? The hiring manager is asking you this question because if you have a track record of success in your life, you will likely replicate the same success for their company in the position you have applied for. My pro tip is to make sure you give an achievement where possible from a previous job role. So you could say, my greatest achievement was in my previous role where I won Employee of the Month, and I also received praise from my manager because of my flexibility with my job description. If you have no previous work experience, then you can talk about achievements either from your academic studies or something significant you have gained from your personal life. Here is the perfect answer for you to write down and practice. What is your greatest achievement? I have 2 achievements I am proud of, which are from my last job. My first achievement was working with a team on the launch of a new company product. We held a team meeting, brainstormed different ideas, and used the best ones to launch the product to achieve a 17% increase in sales. My second most significant achievement was recommending that my employer implement a customer feedback form on the company's website. Once the feedback form had been implemented, we used the suggestions and ideas from our customers to improve customer service standards and create products and services that our customers wanted. Interview question number 7 needs a confident answer. And that question is, what are your salary expectations? Make sure you go into the interview having practiced your response several times. This is a salary negotiation. I genuinely want you to get the highest salary possible. But how do you do that? Well, first of all, make sure you research the salary range for your job role and industry before the interview. That will tell the hiring manager you have done your research and you are prepared. Now you can research the salary range for different job roles and companies on the website glassdoor.com. So make sure you check out that website to find the salary range for your job role and industry before your interview. So here is the perfect scripted example answer to the question, what are your salary expectations, for you to write down and practice. Here we go. What are your salary expectations? I researched the salary range for this job and industry before applying. The range is between $46,000 and $55,000. My requested salary is $54,000 and I would like the opportunity to have my salary reviewed annually based on my contribution to the company. For $54,000, I will give you a great return by bringing creative ideas to the team to boost sales, a strong work ethic, and the promise that all my tasks and projects will be completed on time. That is a really good confident answer, and don't forget, make sure you research the salary range for your job role and industry on the website glassdoor.com and then change the figures highlighted in red. Now, the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is one of two things. Number one, you can watch me pass a real job interview by clicking that video link in the top right hand corner of the video. In the video, I undertake a live job interview to show you how to deliver your interview answers with confidence. And the second thing you can do to boost your chances of passing your interview is download my 50 ready-made quick answers to difficult interview questions. This is a fantastic resource and you can have it in your inbox within 2 minutes from now by clicking that link again in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website passmyinterview.com and you can have that guide in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. It contains top scoring answers to the 50 most common interview questions. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thousands of you are passing your interviews. Please hit the like button because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching and I wish you all the best for passing your interview. Have a wonderful day.